Capricorn, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do your 2025 annual year in review. Thank you for being patient. I promised I would get all these out by January, end of January, so thank you. We're going to be taking a look at each season of the year for you. Wherever you live in the world, just go with the first, second, third season. Obviously, winter for the Northern Hemisphere we're going to start with, and summer for the Southern Hemisphere. I hope all of you are doing well. Let's get started. We're going to be using major arcana to get the themes, and we're also going to be clarifying with some sacred geometry activation cards, oracle cards. And then we're going to end with some advice from Spirit, as well as an angel oracle guide for the year. All right, let's call Spirit in. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you all are enjoying your weekend. All right. If you're finding this the day it's posted, that is. Thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Capricorn. All right, let's shuffle one more time. Let's get the theme for the year, shall we? Whatever comes out. Sometimes it's just one major arcana. Sometimes it's four. Let's just see. I've got each season represented here by the cards on the table. Let's see. What is the theme for the year? Capricorn, Spirit. Theme for the year for Capricorns. 2025. All right. We had a couple come out here. Ooh, I love it. I was feeling fresh, sparkly. I heard squeaky clean. You've like been washed clean, huh? We have the Fool. I love it. The World, indicating that you have successfully wrapped up a cycle where now you are aligning with your karmic destiny. We have, that's perfect. What a great combination. From the Fool to the World to the Wheel. So there's a lot of transformation. Here, I'm going to put this on my glasses. In this card, she calls it the Wheel of Optimism. So this year, your superpower is your optimistic mindset. So whenever you're facing especially anything that you're taking on that feels like it's new for you, whether it's a new relationship, a new career endeavor, a new hobby, a new habit, a new thought, all right? And this is coming from a perspective of innocence, our leap of faith energy, the, what if energy, right? And actually doing something about it. You have what looks like the World card is every major arcana combined. It's the amalgamation of all of those lessons and all of those figures. So you're showing me that you're approaching this year from a wise mind, having all the lessons in your proverbial sack here. And this is also lightening the load. What you have is your wisdom, but you're not carrying a lot of emotional baggage. You're light and free. That's why I said squeaky clean when I felt the energy coming into your reading. I love this, Capricorn. You're ready for whatever the fates want to bring to you. And you're saying, I trust myself to stay open and receptive and use my wise mind as I approach life. Let's get into the first season. I love this. It really is a fresh approach. And I'm getting like an innovative. I heard fresh and innovative. Because you're using all of these skills that you've learned along the way. Ooh, Hangman wanted to come out, but it didn't fly out, so we're not going to take it. But you may have had a year in 2024 where things were stalling out, there were delays, setbacks, or just challenges in general that kept telling you, look at the other perspectives, not just your own. That's what the Hangman does. It forces the energy to slow down so we can actually pause and consider all of our options. So 2024, you may have had a theme. You're taking that kind of like that lesson with you as you start out this year of what pausing can bring. It can bring new perspectives. All right, let's see what we got here. I might need my glasses again. Again, the Fool's Journey. So you're starting off this year completely ready for almost like a new beginning in every way. Some of you are taking on big, big new things. Whether you're transitioning out of one career into another, transitioning out of a relationship into another, but it's new. I love it. All right. That leap of faith energy is very, very strong. All right, let's see the second season. The Star. This is very healing energy. very Aquarian energy. Right now, we are in Aquarius season. So we won't be once we hit the second season, but you're going to be taking those lessons from staying open and innocent and ready to tackle anything. It's almost like moving through life without a chip on your shoulder or being jaded, right? Something switched in you recently, it feels like, where you said, I don't want to carry any of the old stuff. Because when we do that, it distorts our perception of the things that we're feeling, thinking, and experiencing. So I love this energy because it's very healing. And you're aligning with, your destiny. You're aligning with your hopes and dreams. There's some sort of wish coming true in the second season and deep, deep healing. Oh, I hope that's okay. I didn't cover her up, And also this is the feeling, I never really do that, but this is the feeling of being exposed, being laid bare, right? Being, when we really look at what we really wish for and our wholeness and a holistic view of our lives, it is a stripping away, right? Distilling us to our bare essence. And there's something that's going to really almost disarm you in a way, but in a naked way, if that makes sense, that is very healing for you. Interesting. I can't wait to clarify these. So I'm getting really interesting energies off of each one. Just feels like a clean year. Like, it's hard to explain. All right. Now we have the Tower coming out sideways. So there's a little teetering going on by the summertime or wintertime, wherever you are in the world, where there's a little shakeup going on, but you can manage it. It's not anything catastrophic because it's just something that is going to throw you off, but enough for you to adjust and recalibrate. Again, they're not giving me much here for each season with these energies because it's just one card coming out. Let's see the final season. And then we have the Fool again. Oh my God. With the Hierophant. Okay, so you got a brand new beginning, and it seems like you're incorporating all the spiritual lessons. The Hierophant has a lot to do with our spiritual lessons. Here she's got these. It's like you might have beings that are dependent on you by year's end, or you could be carrying them through the year where whether they're coworkers or actual little people, as far as your children or adult children, I'm getting for some of you, there's something around you in your spiritual values and your wisdom that's really going to shine through this year. And also some of you are way showers as far as being spiritual teachers. And you could be stepping into this fully by year's end, and you've been just kind of opening up, doing the healing work, right? Then making these big shifts. And then by year's end, you could be stepping into new roles in your career or in new businesses. I'm hearing for some of you where this year it's just about the preparation work and really launching it the second half and aligning yourself. You're aligning yourself with something that is your destiny, part of your healing process, part of your ability to just be open. We have 3 Fools. So it's like at every turn you're showing spirit, like you're willing to walk through life from a place of innocence and presence, because when you are a Fool and you in that youthful energy of optimism and innocence, it is about being in the present moment. So there's something about the previous experiences you've had. This is a culmination year, you all, number 9, where Capricorn, you're showing me that you've learned a lot of those values around when you stay open and receptive and positive, magic happens. And you begin to help other people do the same. So I feel like you're carrying so much divine wisdom, and you are in an optimistic place this year on your path. And you feel it's a very grounded feeling I'm getting off of you. All right, now let's go into some of these frequencies to clarify your year. Okay, this one wanted to come out first thing. I know it. I'm like, what's going on? There's something really spiritual going on here for you all, Capricorns. You have the card, the theme for the year. I'm not surprised. Is consciousness. You're reaching a higher state of consciousness, Capricorn. And I've been feeling this coming in for you all lately in your readings. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. Yeah, you're moving through, and this is the thing that I'm picking up on recently, where we're moving through different timelines and we can they're access points, really, when you think about these timelines. And it comes down to our vibration and our frequency. And it comes to calibrating our frequency to that right tone, right? Or that right clear, crisp energy where we're not diluting it with negative beliefs, right? Negative thoughts, lower density operation, right? You're on a very high level of operating this year from a multidimensional consciousness. And that's why you're carrying the Fool and the World and the Wheel with you. It's powerful. It's powerful. Very powerful. Let's go into this first season. Woo! I'm telling you, even the cards that are coming out, it's very crisp and clean. Like, it's simplify. Some of you are simplifying your life, where you're just stripping away at things that just weigh you down, that you don't want to be committed to, attached to, need anymore. Now we have the Divine Feminine in the first season, which, like I said, being open and receptive. And look at all that pink softness. There's some sort of beautiful grace that you're radiating in this first season. I've just got a ringing in my ear, which I don't always get during readings. So some of you are having really intuitive dreams, intuitive yearnings and knowings about your life at this point. You could be in deep communion with some divine feminine frequencies as far as guides. The frequency of divine feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. Yeah, you are in a pathway of receiving. Here's number 21 breaks down to 3. You may have actually had this. 121 was a big gateway. I'm sorry, 122 was a big gateway recently. And because it's a master number with a new beginning. And a lot of you may have felt like this past week, there was a real influx of strong energies that made you feel kind of high, like on a level of consciousness that makes you feel expansive and open, right? Because when you are in a higher state of consciousness, it's your auric field is, massive. It opens and it receives more of light. It's all light, right? So this divine feminine, you're speaking clearly with it this first season, and she is softening you. So you may be feeling like you're opening up to people, having deeper conversations. People are maybe more receptive to what you're wanting to say and do around you. We're talking about personally and professionally. There's a softening to you and a softening to everything that you're experiencing outside of you. Wow. Okay, let's keep going. Second season. So continue to soften. It's going to help you. It's very healing for you. Some of you have had to be in your masculine energy in your work life, whether you're male or female, or in your personal life too, like running households and just having to just do so much. A lot of you are very busy people, very productive. Capricorns are very productive. And now it's a matter of making sure that you're softening and spending time nurturing yourself, because that'll balance you out more. I'm getting a strong itchy nose, which means there are a lot of people that are sending you positive energy in your life that you don't even know, not even aware of it. I'm getting that it's multiple people that you've touched their lives and they look up to you. Now we have miracle and union. So there could be something coming together where you're reaching a new plateau in a connection, or you are calling in some sort of new connection in your life. And it's going to be really part of your healing journey here, because you're at a new beginning. All right, now let's get into these messages. We have the energy of union activates our ability to unite our outer and inner aspects toward a state of wholeness. And that's what I said. There's some sort of beautiful balancing and integration, a synergistic effect going on this year. And again, we have 44 and 33. So this second season, deepen, soften, really get in touch with the divine feminine this first season. Because in the second season, you are going into a higher state of consciousness here. Look at those master numbers there. So we're talking about operating from a higher level of being, moving through the world, activating others, because you are in balance between your inner and outer aspects. The frequency of miracles supports our belief in ourselves as a part of Source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. I'm telling you, this year is all about co-creating with Spirit, whatever it is you want to call in. It's like you have the ingredients. What are you going to make with it? It literally is just like you have all the ingredients. If you thought of your life as I have every ingredient I could possibly want in my kitchen to make anything, what would you make? And I know it's a metaphor, but that's what this feels like. You can create anything you desire. And miracles can happen that way, right? Because it really isn't our limited beliefs that make it so that we don't get what we want. All right. Why is the Tower here? Because there's something going on in this. Ooh, okay. All right, now there it is. You could be meeting somebody this second season. And the more you're in balance with yourself, the more you can let love in. Because we have romantic love, expression, and kindness. Someone really wants to deepen a connection with you in this third season. And that's why the Tower was like, you could be really considering if this is something that you want. This third season. The frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of a conscious lover. There's going to be some changes in your love life. Big changes in the third season. Expression. The frequency of expression supports our ability to bring out our true essence through many different forms of communication. So you're going to be communicating with this person on the mental, emotional, spiritual, and sexual level. And I think it's going to really help open. I'm getting like open chakras, just this beautiful exchange of energy, of love, real, genuine love. And then we have kindness. The energy of kindness reminds us to be considerate and wise in our interactions with others and ourselves, and to find the root of our love through our connection to Source. It feels like Source is holding your hand all year long, and you're going to be experiencing just like this gentle grace and this softness. It feels very like Divine Mother energy, of being nurtured and held. It's like whenever you feel lost or in doubt, because you're facing a lot of newness, lean on the Divine Feminine, lean on the Divine Mother within you and as part of Source. All right, now let's get into the Hierophant and the Fool. This could be you going into a commitment by year's end or a marriage, realization. I feel like there's one more that wants to come out. Realization with prosperity. Wow. I love all of these frequencies too. It just feels like a really beautiful year. There's such a tenderness that I feel from you and with your life. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in the world. This is going to be it's like the highest of highs type of, it's like living through love. You all are embodying a very high consciousness here. And what does that bring? Prosperity. The frequency of prosperity supports our feeling of well-being by allowing the inclusion of everything that makes our body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit sing. It invites us to express ourselves in joy and celebration of the abundance and richness that the universe provides. I mean, like you are going to be at every turn and taking an innocent approach to life this year with optimism, higher consciousness, and every tool that you have to create anything that you want. Some of you are really like building things that have never existed before in the world, or you're creating, love bonds that have never reached this level of trust and connectivity. There's something that's very innovative about this year for you where it's like you're creating new paradigms. Interesting. Let's clarify. Ooh, they want me to go to a softer one. Light seers. All right, let's get some clarification on the Fool, the World, and the Wheel here for the year. Why are they here as the major themes for Capricorn? Why are they here as the major themes for Capricorn? Under consciousness, higher consciousness. I told you, this is like, it's time for you to receive everything that's meant for you, Capricorn. This is a beautiful year of the distribution of joy, happiness, wealth, prosperity. Six of Pentacles is a card of mutual reciprocity, where what you put out there, you will receive. So put yourself out there. Life is to be lived. It's to be cherished. It's to be enjoyed. Do you know what a miracle it is to even be alive? To even smell roses and see sunsets and look into people's eyes that you love and make new memories and feel and sleep and eat and, dance. It's like, I was watching too last night. I'm a big Bjork fan. I'm going to watch Cornucopia later, but she was wearing this, it was like all of these crystals, but she was dressed as the cosmos. And she created this like digital theater piece. And like, she's just this musical genius. So there's something about your energy where it's like you're bringing a fresh energy to what you are creating. And it's like a gift to the world. And so they wanted me to tell you that story about Bjork because I listened to her need to be in nature, her need to feel that innocence of the way nature supports us. That it's still and silent always, when we go out and there's this buzz, this hum of love. And that's why she needs to be in open spaces. She lives Iceland near the coast. And there's just, the more you open up to the universe will reveal itself. And that's what this feels like. They want me to just leave that there. Just open up to the universe and allow the universe to reveal itself again and again and again in beautiful and miraculous ways. Okay, first season, Divine Feminine. You are overcoming. This is a matter of two. Your skill set around this year is around getting so clear and listening to your own inner knowing. This is cosmic consciousness raining down, right? The web of the cosmos that she carries within her awareness. And getting still and silent enough to divine, right, the path forward. So you have this beautiful, soft, receptive, open energy this first season, and it's about honing in on your intuition and removing whatever obstacles that are in the way of that, because that's going to be what guides you. So trust your intuition at every turn on your journey through life this year. Let me look at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, and keep your heart open. You've got so much love coming in. There's a maturity here for you, Capricorn, where you're ready to call in more love and you're ready to call in healing and wishes coming true. You're tethered to your destiny here. This is a year of destined change in your heart space. That one wanted to come out. Where are you? Well, it'll come around. It'll come around. There it is. And what did I tell you? Page of Wands is get out and play. Be curious. Dance. Yeah, Bjork was talking about how she's still, like, they created this free, like, daytime dance rave where they have different guests and they go and they dance all day. And I just thought, man, I mean, that's like, she grew up in that world. And I just thought, wow, look at that. Sovereignty, authentic truth. You have miracle and union with the star. And now we're clarifying with the Page of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Oh my gosh, all this came out. And the Moon and the Queen of Wands. You know, this is a year where you have so much hidden radiance that there's something about the light of your consciousness. The more you download that, the more you open up to that, more you practice your intuitive skills. I'm talking like seeing skills, knowing skills. You're going to be led and guided in the right directions. But Spirit wants you to go and play. Go out and play like a kid again. And find your passion. And deliver that to the people who forgot, right? Who are in spiritual amnesia. Because you have the card of the spiritual teacher here. And you standing and reaching for a higher level of success. Bringing a spirit of playfulness around your wish fulfillment and dreams. Double star energy in this first half of the year. And you standing in this beautiful radiance balanced with your heart space, very, very high emotional maturity here and radiance, where you are truly coming from a place of independence and reaching for the next level of your success. There's something really symmetrical about a lot of the zodiac this year. I mean, because it is a 9 culmination year, I'm reading for a lot of the collective that has the skills and the tools now in their healing to create the life of their dreams. Whatever that is, you want to travel around the world, but you're not sure how to make it happen? Well, talk to Spirit. Go to Spirit with it, right? I mean, There's so many ways we can access these things. And I see you ooh, interesting. We have a 10 of Swords that wanted to be over here. I didn't see it come out. So you have, it feels like you're going to go through a powerful shift in the second half of the year around a connection where your life, the way it was before, as you knew it, because I see you, a lot of you are single in this first part of the year. And then something, you start like, you're headed straight for a new world. And once you arrive in that new world by mid-year, it's going to be a big shakeup because it's like something is shifting here, an ending and a new beginning. So take that innocent approach to life in your healing work. You're glowing up. You do have a new beginning. And look at that. 2 of Cups and Ace of Wands. So a lot of you, if you are in transition and you've been really working on your own emotional independence, but you want to call in energies that match you this year, you're going to find that. If you're looking for romantic love, it's very much highlighted mid-year. All right. We're talking the 3rd season, right? Whenever it hits summer or winter, wherever you live, it's the end of you being alone or single. Right? You're never really alone, but we're talking about not having a companion, partner, girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever you want to call it, because you have a new love coming in. 2 of Cups, Ace of Wands. And you're going to be expressing yourself in new ways. Yep. All right. That's beautiful. So they're making it very clear for you. They're giving you a roadmap to what you need to do each season, right? Come into balance with yourself. Be mindful of your internal struggle to balance out your masculine and feminine energies. And that comes down to being receptive and doing a lot of the self-love, self-nurturing, quiet time, spiritual depth, right? Going into your own spiritual well. And then the 2nd season, you're going to be opening up and you're going to have like this higher glow vibe where you're going to be reaching and calling in new experiences. And it's very healing. Whatever you're calling in this year, at every turn, it's very healing. All right. In 3rd season, get ready to be for romance. And then by this 4th season, it looks like you're going to go through this realization of a commitment, a lot of you. And stepping in. Yep, Knight of Cups. Yep. And also, it's about feeling alive. You know, if you've had a year, I feel like a lot of you came off of 2024. It was like a building year, right? Where you're building yourself back up again. And then you arrive in this new frequency, this new chapter, right? These new experiences, because we're talking about squeaky clean new. There's something really beautiful and fresh about this year's energies for you. And it's like the heaviness of the past, you've really worked hard to strip away and transform and alchemize. So once we do that work, it's just, everything's lighter. Everything's lighter. So Knight of Cups over the Fool and the Hierophant here. And you becoming that spiritual teacher, yeah, you're going to be trying to balance out a lot, juggling a lot by the end of the year, because I see a lot of you taking on new passion projects and committing to new things. I'm hearing volunteer work. I'm hearing manuscript, theater productions, like all kinds of new things, right? Because you're dreamers at the end of the day. This is a year of dreaming your reality into being. And this is also the card of staying optimistic. Letting go of the old and welcoming the new. You're transforming your life. Some of you are leaving one career and completely doing something different. And it's what you've always wanted to do. And it's exciting. And some of you have gone a while and you've just been happy on your own. And once you do that and you truly love your life on your own, you call in a frequency that matches that. And then it's like the power of 2. And you build something beautiful together. Whatever commitment looks like to you, there is a partnership highlighted here in the second half that it looks like there's going to be new ways of expressing yourself where it's time for you to transform yet again in a new beginning. And it's going to be a little bit like it's going to challenge you a little bit. But by year's end, I have new energy coming in for you and more romance, but juggling a lot because I feel like you're trying to take on new roles in the world and new ways of being. Ultimately, this is an Empress year where you're seeing the seeds that you've planted and you're looking at your Garden of Eden and you're exploring that garden. And I'm talking about metaphorically you in the places you've arrived in your own maturity in the world, and also what is meeting you outside of you when you come from this balanced, more healed, whole place. It's beautiful. All right, now let's get some advice, and then we're going to talk about the angel ancestor guide for the year. Cutting the deck. I love it. The Lovers in Judgment. Again, it's a renewal. It's a rebirth in you finding almost like when I see the Lovers a lot, it really is divine union, but it's being so connected to source that you recognize the love everywhere you go, inside of you and in everything you encounter. And it's deeper than romantic love, y'all. It's when you are love, it's different than, clinging to love. And that's the journey that I think you've been on, where you know what it's like to cling to love because you feel like you lack it, than to being love because you are the source of that within you. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is truly reaching a new level on your ascension journey, because at the heart of this is all about your consciousness this year. All right, let's get some advice. Cappies. Yeah, I love it. You have Eight of Swords coming out of restrictions, coming out of feeling stuck, trapped. Remember what I said when I started shuffling in the beginning and I saw the Hangman, where things just weren't moving forward? And maybe you had a few missed opportunities and you're like, why did this not work out? Well, it's because Spirit was preparing you for what is meant for you. Let's see. Tower. There's going to be a lot of surprises this year. There's another card somewhere. I see it. It's hiding. Yeah. This is coming out. You're at a crossroads year where you get to decide how you respond to life. Are you going to take an open, innocent approach, nurturing yourself, putting yourself first, instead of catering to the needs of others? To the extent where you shrink and sacrifice too much of your own essence. I see you've learned that lesson, and now it's a matter of coming into balance. And there's just so much optimism and hope and faith this year for you. And you're going to have some surprises along the way, but what's going to surprise you is that you're no longer being held back by what you believe about what's possible for you. And at every turn when you have a crossroads, you're pushing through the blocks. Push through whatever blocks come up, okay? With higher consciousness, higher points of view. And we look at the bottom. Yeah, because if you look at life through fear, through the lens of distrust, it's like, what is it? If you are afraid of opening your heart, you can avoid a lot of pain, but you could also live half a life. So I say, take the risk. Even if it doesn't work out, you tried and you learned something valuable from it for the next time. So don't hide your heart away this year, okay? Don't. All right, let's get, I don't know why, that's a message for someone out there. Let's get Angel and Ancestor Oracle message. All right. Ooh, what do we have here? We have Lord. Take charge with authority. Let's see what this has to say. That was very strong. It came right out. I see a ram in the back. We didn't have the Emperor come out, but this could be someone you're attracting. Let's see. I think that has more to do with your energy, though. Don't be afraid to take charge or use your voice. Be strong. Yeah, that spiritual teaching, stepping out of your comfort zone, being a way shower, holding the light. You're carrying a beautiful healing energy of higher consciousness this year. I think that Spirit wants you to do something with that. Okay? All right. It is the Emperor in the traditional tarot. Wow. He represents an authoritative male who isn't afraid to lay down the law, but this doesn't mean he's angry or chauvinistic. He is self-possessed, reliable, and ambitious, a man of honor who has earned his place in society. The Lord in this oracle holds a staff and wears a crown of antlers, showing he keeps himself firmly rooted in the ground and is protective of his people. His regal air indicates he has a taste for the finer things in life, yet he is sensitive to those who are less fortunate than he is. We did talk about that in the reading, around helping others and little ones. Yeah? All right. Sometimes you have to take control in order to be honored. If you feel that your kindness or gifts are being taken for granted, it's time to change that. There's no excuse for bad behavior, and the ancestors are encouraging you to hold your ground and speak your mind in a fiercely loving way. You have the energy and might to overcome dramas or energies that aren't working for your growth, and it's time to take charge before you find yourself in a situation you don't want to be in. You are being encouraged to be the boss instead of being bossed. I love it. This card also brings the energy of ambition and can show you that you have the potential to move upwards on a professional level, but only if you act with authority and show who you really are. Yeah, they wanted you to hear that. This year is about showing the world and yourself who you are. And at every turn, the more you do that, the more confidence you will gain and the more balance you will gain. So don't let anything stop you from standing in your own authority, right? And taking the lead of your own life. You are the main actor and actress of your own life. So jump into those shoes and live it, okay? Capricorn, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Take care. Namaste.